Hello and welcome to an oral history interview with Dr. Richard Ernst. My name is Leah Donnelly. I'm the coordinator of George Mason University Library's Oral History Program. Today is October 15th, 2008, and we are filming on location in Springfield, Virginia at Green Spring Retirement Community, Channel 6 Studios, and I'm here with my colleague, Adam Fielding. And I'd like to start by thanking you, Dr. Ernst, for agreeing to be interviewed, and we're really honored to talk with you today, and that you're lending your insights to our archival records of the university.
Well, I look forward to talking with you.
Okay, so let's begin. Can you give us a brief sketch about your early life, where you were born, where you went to school, where you studied, and where you worked prior to coming to Northern Virginia Community College?
Well, now that's going to be a mouthful.
Okay.
I was born in Niagara, Wisconsin on February 3rd, 1933, which means that as of this taping, I'm 75 years old. Niagara was a company town. It was a paper mill town, and back in the 30s, the company owned the town. So the house that I was born in was owned by the company. The doctor that delivered me was the doctor for the company. So you often hear about company towns. This was a classic one, owned by Kimberly-Clark Corporation, which is the Kleenex people. My early education elementary education was in Niagara. When I was in 10th grade, my folks retired to Florida. And so my high school education came in Florida at Largo, Florida. And that was in 1952. Completed that and then went to the University of Florida, received a bachelor's degree in science education from the University of Florida, and then continued immediately on towards my master's degree in administration at the University of Florida, and my doctorate was at Florida State University. So I have a hard time when Florida State plays the University of Florida, whether I'm a Gator or a Seminole. So I also did some postgraduate work in mathematics at Duke University and Johns Hopkins University, and in management at Harvard and UCLA. I guess the next part of your question had to do with my career, where it began. I was a high school math teacher for 4 years after spending 2 years in the Army, where I was assigned as a single young man ready to go to Europe. I was assigned to go to Fort Huachuca in the middle of the desert in Arizona. So I spent my 2 years of military obligation in a prison in the middle of the desert. But I could go out each night. From there, I started teaching high school mathematics and spent 4 years doing that, and then went into an administrative leadership program in Pinellas County, Florida, where they committed to send myself and my family to Florida State to get the doctorate. So I was fortunate, and all of my education was paid by somebody else. And that was helpful, of course. Have I addressed?
Well, what work did you do prior to? Well, you have addressed. What was leading up to Northern Virginia Community College? I guess this leads to my next question. How did you come to Northern Virginia Community College? What brought you to that position? What was your first position there, or how did you sort of get that job?
Well, after teaching in high school and working on my doctorate, then I spent 5 years at St. Petersburg Junior College in Florida. I started as a math instructor, became assistant dean of instruction, became dean of academic affairs, all in a period of 5 years. So when the positions started opening up around the country for community colleges, I started seeking a presidency And of course, in Virginia, it was just beginning to develop.
And what did you like about the position or the area, the Northern Virginia area?
Well, the position was exciting. They were just beginning to create community colleges throughout Virginia at that time. And during 1965 to 66, the higher education in Virginia was in transition. That was the time when they created the community college system in Virginia. They transferred branches of the various universities to the community college system. And in some cases, in the case of George Mason University, the branch of the University of Virginia, of course, then became a separate 2-year and then 4-year institution. So branches such as the one in Roanoke for Virginia Tech became Virginia Western Community College. And the Richard Bland College became an independent from the University of Virginia. So they started creating a system where you had 4-year college and universities and the 2-year college system or the Virginia Community College system.
Did you like this area when you first moved your family up here? Was it someplace, did the area attract you, or is it mainly just the exciting opportunity to work?
Well, it was an opportunity to get in on the ground floor. I was a young guy, 35 years old, looking for advancement, and it happened to be in Virginia. Of course, they took many administrators from Florida and transferred them to Virginia, because Florida had a well-developed 2-year college system.
Okay. What is it about community college education that attracted you rather than going to like a 4-year institution or teaching graduate students? Was there something specific about community college education that you were attracted to?
Well, in Florida, the 2-year college system was originally part of the public school system. And then when they created the Florida community college system, these 2-year branches of the public school system became independent. And I like what I saw. These 2-year branches suddenly became multi-purpose branches, and not only did they have technical programs in them, they also had transfer programs. And so it opened up a whole new array of educational opportunities for the communities that were supporting these 2-year institutions. And I saw that this is what they were trying to do and planned to do in Virginia. And that's what really attracted me.